Hi guys. I'm sitting here. I had a few technical difficulties. I was actually just sitting here talking to myself for 6 minutes, thinking I was live. I'm trying to still figure out the StreamYard, um, which is my new preferred platform. Well, I guess it's always been my preferred platform, but just trying to figure out how to use it and get in and out. There's somebody going live at 7:22. It's Queen's Alchemy, and she's going to be interviewing Slim Jim Longfoot, aka the Goat Nation, which I thoroughly enjoy hanging out with him on his lives. And she's a great interviewer, and I enjoy it. And this is going to be so awesome for me. I was actually on Slim Jim's live on Tuesday afternoon, and yeah, I believe it was Tuesday afternoon or Monday afternoon. I'm not sure, but I was on the live, and he's a comic book creator, an awesome artist. Really cool to watch him do his stuff, And I was actually online, and he made a sketch of me, which is awesome, which he's going to mail to me, which I was blown away. I was amazed, I didn't, I didn't ask. He just started doing it because he's an awesome guy, man. So I'm working the StreamYard thing out, and, I don't even know if anybody's here or not. I can't tell. Like I said, I went like 6 minutes talking to myself because I didn't realize that I wasn't live. It's like my YouTube account doesn't say that I'm live. Now I'm trying to figure out if anybody can see me. I have no idea if that I'm even on live. If you guys can see me, please put a comment in. Oh, for the love of God. Let me go ask my daughter if she can see if I'm live. Hey, honey, can you do me a favor? Can you see if my channel's live? Just go to my channel and check it out, because I'm supposed to be on a live, and when I go on my phone, it doesn't say that it's live. You know what I mean? But I should be broadcasting live right now. You don't have me say that. But I'm live though? Oh, thank you. Okay, apparently I am. Goober. Thank you. Thank you, honey. I appreciate it. I wasn't sure if I was even live or not, because on my phone it doesn't say that I'm live. In the flesh, I'm here. Thank you, honey. I appreciate it. So, I was just here to hang out and chit chat until that live goes on, because I'm very interested to see. Both of the creators are very interesting people. Queen's Alchemy does interviews, which are they're awesome, and I've only got to catch a few. She's one of my more recent people that I'm subscribed to. Slim Jim happens to be on at that point of day before my kids get home and where I'm just bored, and that just happens to be my point of day. He likes to go on early in the afternoons. That happens to be my point of day when I got a little rest period from coming home from work on the nights that I'm not working. Um, Between then and the kids getting home. So, you know, it's interesting. That's how we kind of met him. I met him through Lashana Success, I believe. I've got so many groups that I go into to meet, and I just really enjoy meeting so many interesting people and nice people. Um, I will play RimWorld this summer. I'll play games. I'll have a little bit of games on this channel for a little bit, but not for now. For now, I'm just trying to get by. Just get by the work, you know. So I'm just gonna chit chat for probably beyond. I think it's another 40 minutes or so. Hi, Jace. Jace, you're welcome to join me live now if you like. I'm still trying to figure out this platform, and I do appreciate you helping me figure it out. Last night was the first time that I tried it, but right now, yeah. Let me put the link up. I got to figure out present or invite. Invite a guest. All right, copy. Okay. That should be. No, that's all right. No, I appreciate you being here and just giving support, because you could, especially you younger guys know, or a lot more tech savvy, you know. Our computers when I was a kid had green screens. There was no you know, that's it's the technology has moved leaps and bounds over the years. So um I I will never I will never bat away a hand that's willing to help me. That's for sure, especially in that department. But you guys can click on the link and join if you like. But Jace, I understand if you can't. No big deal. But I can't tell you enough how much I appreciate it while I'm playing with buttons and trying to figure out. There's a lot of buttons on my end on my panel. I mean, I can do. There's so many buttons. If I get somebody else in, uh, there's so many buttons that I could play with to change what's going on, stuff like that. So um, the fact that you know, it's a lot for me to absorb, and I'm working on it, and it's going to be a work in progress for sure till I get it down. But that's all right. I don't mind making mistakes. Making mistakes in life is how you learn, is how you grow, and you will never get better if you're afraid to make mistakes. I'm going to tell you that, Chase. Don't be afraid to make mistakes. Don't be afraid to screw something up. Even in the kitchen, I burnt the hell out of shit. But the boss came over and told me, hey, this is why this happened. And then I learned from it, and then I moved on. I don't have any problem when I see somebody doing something different going, ooh, what are you doing? What's this? I've never seen this before. I've never seen this technique being used, or I've never seen. Don't be afraid. Everybody's ignorant in different areas. You can't be 100% all knowing. And if you want to learn something, you pretty much ask. Some people feel like they feel stupid to ask a question. Like, why shouldn't I know that already? Or they'll think I'm stupid for not knowing that. But no, that's not the case at all. And in fact, I love it when people ask me questions because I go out of my way to. I love to teach people. I go out of my way to teach them what I know, you know, when they ask. But there are some people that are just so stubborn that they want to, like a lot of the kids from culinary school that'll come in. Hi, Monique. Welcome in. There's a lot of people that will ask, um, that won't ask questions because they're too embarrassed to. They don't want to feel like, oh, he's gonna think I'm stupid, you know. But you're never gonna learn if you don't ask those questions, and you're not gonna. And the more questions you ask, and the more that you learn, the faster that you learn and become more productive and a better person. That's everything in life. That's every aspect. I don't care if you're a cook. I don't care if you're a painter. You paint houses. Same thing. You know. Not only that, also respect all the people you work with. You know. There's a there's a guy. It was a famous chef named Anthony Bourdain that said something that's really good. That you respect everybody that's in the kitchen because that guy that's a dishwasher today might be your boss tomorrow. You know, you treated him like shit. Good luck. So, I mean, that's how it is. But yeah, I'm just killing time. Oh, I don't like this. Let me get on the big. Like I said, Jace, I don't even know, Jace, if you're still here. I can't click on my phone to see. I'm trying to get on my. It's not letting me. It's on my phone. It's not letting me. Oh, there it is. I have to turn the volume down just so I don't have reverb. So yeah, I'm there we go. Ooh, that's a little bit of a lag than what I've got. It's all right. That's okay. Got it all set though now. So now I can see. It took a while. I didn't even know if I was on live. You know, I was 6-7 minutes before I realized, oh my God, I'm not even live. Talking to myself. And then when I finally did get live and it said I was live, my phone wouldn't acknowledge it. So it took a little bit of time for YouTube to actually catch up, which is funny. But thank you, Monique. I don't even know if I can. There. Yeah, that's cool. I could show. Yeah, Jace, you're always welcome to join anytime you want. Anytime you want. Like I said, I'm just kind of relaxing and chilling until 7:22. I don't know if you guys know, I do love video games. I don't have time during the season to play them, but I do play RimWorld, which is a great game. I actually bought it when it was in. I actually bought it when it was in development, probably close to 10 years ago. And since then, it's been one of the most successful games because the replayability of it. And, it's got so many upgrades, things like that. But yeah, I probably will be doing gaming during the summer. During the summer, I'll be out at 2:30, 3 o'clock every day. And I'll have lots of time. Not lots of money, though. That's the only problem. Like now I got no time, but I get money from working all the overtime. But during the summer, I got more time, but no money. So It's kind of a trade-off. It works out though, you know? I don't even know if you can tell. It just says live chat. Oh, one watching. Okay. I'm kind of looking at the trying to see how many people are here because it doesn't, as far as I know, nobody's here. But it doesn't tell me on the StreamYard. Okay, there. No, yes, it does. It's got an eyeball. Live viewers, 2. Okay, so you get 2 people in, as far as YouTube knows. But that's always wrong, anyways. You know. Okay, Monique. I'm trying to learn this system, this StreamYard system. Have you ever used it, Monique? I'm trying to wonder if I can. It's not letting me. I'm still playing with everything. So, okay. But like, I can go to your channel and check you out. Look at you, 337 subscribers. Monique, where'd you hear about me from, if you don't mind me asking? Looks like you haven't posted in a while. Monique, it looks like you haven't posted in a while. Oh, wait a minute. Happy Mother's Day. Things did not go as planned. I'm sorry about that. Things often don't go as planned. Yeah. Trying to charge my phone up while it's going. Yeah, I'm trying to. I like this because if somebody has the. Okay, are you a fan of Queen's Alchemy? Then, okay, then that's probably where you see me. But welcome in. Thank you for coming. Do appreciate it. Yeah, Queen's an awesome interviewer. I'm actually waiting 7:22. She's supposed to be talking with Slim Jim Longfoot, the comic creator and artist, and I was just on his live earlier this week. He actually made a sketch of me. Let's see, I took a screenshot of it. He's gonna mail it to me because I bought one of his comics. I didn't ask him to didn't ask him to, but he did it, and it blew my mind away. But isn't that cool? Let's see. I'm trying to get it where there's no glare. Isn't that cool? He did it right on camera with me, and all right, Monique. Have a wonderful afternoon. I'll see you there for sure. I thought it was really cool because he did it all right there, and he was going by memory. And I thanked him after in the chat. I was like, "Oh, thank you for having artistic liberties and giving me hair. I appreciate it." But yeah, now I'm just kind of relaxing. This is one of the few nights off I've had in quite a while. So I'm relaxing. Kids are relaxing. Everybody's just freaking chill. We're all just decompressing from our day. Daughter was helping me make sure I was on live. Like I said, there's so much technicality here. See, there's a button right here. It says style, brand cover, brand color, bubble, classic. Oh, oh, minimal. Oh, and there's even a block button. I don't know. Which one do you think looks better, Monique? I think that one is when I put something up. Yeah, I want them to be able to see. And they get their profile picture. This way, you're just like a little. This way, there's just. Well, I don't know. That one's called minimal. One's called classic. I think I like the classic. What do you think, Monique? If you're still here, you think presets. All right. I don't know. I'm going to leave it at that, though. Let's go back to comments. Oh. The Solomon Project. In the house. Hey, buddy. Thank you for helping me last night mess with this. I'm playing with it again. I'm trying to get as good as I can by playing with it. I got a live with that I really want to watch with Queen's Alchemy and Slim Jim. And they start at 7:22. I was just kind of killing time until then. But Solomon, where are you at now, Solomon? Always a pleasure. I'm just playing with these features and stuff like that, you know. Jace was on earlier. He asked me if I wanted to go live tonight with him. That's awesome. He's getting out of his shell. That's cool. You know. What was funny of our conversation last night was when Yolanda came on and she said, real nervous about going on Queen's live. And I'm like, girl, you got this. She's such a good speaker and she's wonderful, you know? The fact that she's getting nervous about it, you know what I mean? I understand, you know, you're going in. I don't know. I guess I just don't. I don't have any shame. I don't care what people think. You know what I mean? When I got onto your live for the first time, I was like, this is the coolest thing ever. I believe I was telling Yolanda, I was like, before I started doing my own lives, I was on your lives. And that kind of taught me how to be. I'm going to tell you something else, though, in all seriousness. I used to be kind of just quiet and stuff like that in meetings at work when the bosses were there. And since I've been doing lives and stuff like that, like 2 months ago, I had a meeting and I had no problem speaking my mind and going up and counteracting the people and having a discussion with them, where normally I would just sit, listen to them talk, nod, okay, yeah. I had no problem with that. And I learned that from just interacting with you guys on YouTube. And I think that's a positive trait that I have learned, you know. Not that I ever cared. It was just the point that, I guess the way that you could say it is I learned how to express myself a little bit better from being on YouTube and saying what I mean in a positive way and be able to more communicate, do the back and forth. Do the back and forth when you're on the hot seat. So you can do the back and forth with you and your buddy driving in the car. When you're on the hot seat, it's different. You might get your nerves. You might not. Might be nervous about, well, maybe I don't want to say this opinion out loud. Maybe I don't, you know, and you get all that going on, and then that can derail your mind to, you know, oh, new comments, new comments. Okay. Tomaha, Wisconsin. Oh, yes, 100% being on the live, man. I've had to do meetings. I've worked at my place for 20 years. When I just shrug off the meetings and let the upper hand do things. I don't care. Whatever my boss asked me to do, I take care of. I took care of what he wanted me to do. But then when, like, his boss, the food and beverage manager, I had a meeting with them about how we can improve the line speed, and I normally would have just been like, yeah, any suggestions? Because my type of place, I made a suggestion 10 years ago in a suggestion box. This is pretty funny. And I said, why don't we put table numbers on like they do at the nighttime? They have every table has got a number on it, and that's assigned to a certain family or a reservation. Okay, and anybody can look at the list and say, oh, Mrs. Such and Such is at table 603. Mrs. Henderson is at table 529. Every table has got a number on it, and every waiter knows where the tables are, where they are. So I said, why don't we do that at lunch? How it is they order the food, the members, and then we have food runners that run them out to the member. Well, if the food runner does not know every member, we've got 1,000 members, or doesn't know their cousin that's there or whatever, they have no idea where the hell to bring the food to. So I said, well, just this is my suggestion. And I was brought into the office by my supervisor and told, I'm sorry, you don't understand how the front end works. They want to have personalized, customized service. You don't understand because you're back in the kitchen. Well, you just put table numbers on, and then the member can say, hey, I'm sitting at table 603. Food gets delivered. Don't need a manager to actually be the food runner. You can actually have anybody that knows how to read a number. My thinking of efficiency, because I'm always trying to be as efficient as possible. And that got shut down, and I got told in the office by my supervisor, by my boss's boss, why it wouldn't work. Fast forward 2 years later, he has this great idea. Let's put numbers on the table and ask the members to put the numbers on the table. Now it's his idea, not some lowly kitchen ruffian, Solomon, those are not only, they could be interesting and they could be dangerous too. I was driving up with a Mexican friend of mine from Florida to northern Michigan. We passed through Chicago. I think I told you the story about the tornado with him. He's a very, very large Mexican guy. And we went, and we were driving through southern Michigan in the middle of the sticks. And I kept telling him, we're between the middle of nowhere, and you sure got a pretty mouth. Didn't understand the reference because he'd never seen the movie. But he laughed at it. He thought it was funny. So we get to this gas station, and I'm going up to pay. And There's a good old boy behind the counter. Two locals. They're not even looking up. They're just kind of chit-chatting about the weather, this and that. And I'm just kind of standing in line waiting to pay, or just standing there waiting to pay. It just gave me didn't barely acknowledge me. Just look over at me. He's going to continue his conversation because I'm just some out-of-towner, And it was funny because Pedro walks in and looks over at me and goes, "You sure got a purty mouth." And all of a sudden, they all are just erupting in laughter and laughter and laughter. And we're joking. They're like, "Oh, we'll get you guys. What do you want? Hey, 20 on number, whatever." So then we get out. And this is the funniest thing is it took him. I had DVDs with me. This was back when those were a thing. And I said, "Hey, watch this movie, Deliverance," is where I get that saying from. And he comes back to me the next day at work and he's like, "Oh my God, man, I did not know that's what that meant. That's fucked up, man." I said, "Yeah, that's why." It was so funny when you said it. So, anyways. Yes, indeed, sir. I've never used that comment box ever since. Never used it since. But I hope you were there for that story. We got like 15 minutes till Queen's Alchemy goes on live. I think I posted it in the description here, guys. I think it's going to be an epic interview. I don't know. I think it's going to be cool because Queen is such a good interviewer. Solomon, by the way, I saw that picture this morning when I got up. I loved it. And you know what the crazy thing is the hand on there had almost the same wedding ring. And only difference was that hand had pink nail polish, which that was funny. But I was very, I was giggling. I was giggling with that one. But you like the one that I did. Now, did you do that one with the same YouTube AI? I'm curious to know because that one looks cool. I thought that was very impressive. I don't even know if you're still here. Nobody knows. Nobody knows. So yeah, that was just my curiosity is if you did it the same way that I've been doing the things with, Tony. Like big Kalan champagne. Tasted like Big Red. No idea what you're talking about. Hi, Tony. I don't know. When was the last time you were on? You'll have to excuse me for 1 minute. All right, I'm back. Sorry. That was amazing, Solomon. I thought that was I thought that was amazing. I loved it. I showed Nellie at work with me today, and she was giggling. She loves it too. Oh, by the way, I don't know if you're there, but have you noticed that little disclaimer on the bottom? Um, Not stopping, but I'm trying a new technique. Maybe this will help me not get hammered. you know? Yeah, you know what the interesting thing is you could do it like a 10 paragraph detail on it and it will get as detailed. It's freaking insane. Like the more details that I would give it, the more on point that the pictures would be, you know? So like for instance with the ones that I've got, I just say like a bald man with a mustache holding a coconut, you know? Or another one was one that I posted up because Jace was having problems with trolls one night, and I was up there and I was helping him get rid of them and manage them. And I made a post the next day of I didn't have his physical description, but I just said a man with a mustache, bald head, back to back fighting trolls with another man, and it made that it made that it made that picture for me, which is pretty cool. You know, it's insane, it really is. So yeah, this is to help me slow my roll, I guess you could say. You know, I'm gonna try it out. Ultimately, I want to quit 100%, but not easy. That's for sure. I don't even know if we got two people in the room. We only got like 2 minutes left. I was playing with just a few little things just to try to see what I could play. I don't even know what banners are. Okay. That's cool. Oh, I can do different styles. Ooh, look at that. Interesting. See, this is cool. I'm just playing with stuff and trying to click it. I guess I'm gonna use it the defaults for now. Other than that, I'm definitely gonna go. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. All right, let's go back to chat or comments. Yeah, I'm sure I can adjust all this stuff later. Yeah. Well, like I said, the more detailed you get, the more interesting the pictures become and the more accurate they become, almost to the point where it's scary. You did see that big muscular buff guy in the comment I made with the troll slayer. It's definitely, that was accurate depiction of me as you're gonna get. Under this shirt is just muscles rippling, just like your avatar. You know, so. All right. It's 7:20. I'm gonna get off, guys. I'm gonna go to Queen Alchemy's live, which is supposed to be happening at any minute. I implore you guys to go check them out. Those great channel. I've got a link in the description. But both of those guys I'm subscribed to, Queen's Alchemy and Slim Jim Longfoot, and hope you guys come check them out. With my punishment in my hand. Yeah, they're gonna. I can imagine you're gonna have to come up with creative ways to say the words that you want. But all I had to do was I gave a description, a simple description, and I said holding a salami, and that's where that one came from. So I thought it was cool. I thought it was funny. So I think that's just really super cool. My nephew, who's an artist, on the other hand, he thinks it's the death of all artists. And actually, I sent Slim Jim's channel to him because he wants to be an artist. And he was like, AI is going to kill all art. And he's very upset about that. But I sent him and I said, look, there's people still doing it. All right, 7:22. I'm going to go. Bye, guys. Thank you for stopping in. Have a wonderful night.